Monsieur Robert Orya.
In Nigeria, when the protocol has been established, we now say all protocol observed. But let me quickly recognize some few personalities in our midst. The board of Nexim Bank is being heavily represented here today by one of our most respected directors. He is the one that is leading the Nexim team. He is Chief Barrister Peter Waboshi. In our midst also we have the Minister of Transport of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, who is heavily represented by Mr. Obi, who is an executive director with the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency. Where is Mr. Obi? Let me also recognize Madam Miata Beselo, who is the chairman of NASCOP, Liberia. Thank you for being on this. We'll be introducing our issuing house and the placement agents. Maybe we can do that now because the capital raising exercise is being driven by FBN Capital, and I'm sure Afolabi is there with his team. Maybe the team from FBN Capital, welcome. And then we have our respected placement agents, that is the AGI Bini. You're welcome. So much has been said about Sealink. Everything that you need to know, the opportunities, the challenges that we have, that has been said by the previous speakers. But we actually initiated the Sealink. And the simple example that everybody can take home is that between Lagos in Nigeria and Tema Port in Ghana, if you are going by a car, it will take you like 7 hours from Lagos to Tema Port in Accra, Ghana. But if you are moving your goods by truck, because that is the mode of transportation now, if you are moving it by truck, it will take you maybe 6 days at most. And why is it taking you 6 days? Because you have a lot of multiple checkpoints. You have harassment from security agencies. There has been no improvement in the road infrastructure. Cumbersome documentation at the various borders and all that. By truck, it will take you about 6 days. But if you take your goods from the same Lagos to the same Tema Port by sea, it's going to take you between 45 to 60 days. Because they will first take our goods to Europe or to South Africa and then transship them from Europe to deliver them in Ghana. We can't, as a people, continue to waste our resources that way. We can't trade among ourselves. We can't export perishable goods. We can't reinvest whatever thing that we'll be able to make within the sub-region to create jobs for our teeming youths who are crying for employment every day. And somebody somewhere needed to take that initiative and say, why don't we facilitate the setting up of a shipping line that will be owned and driven by the private sector? Nigeria Export-Import Bank is a trade policy bank of Nigeria. We are wholly owned by the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We have two shareholders, the Central Bank of Nigeria and the Federal Ministry of Finance. But one striking thing that we do is that we don't lend to government. Even though we are owned by the government, we lend only to the traders, because it's the traders that are actually trading. So if there's any way we can help the traders to overcome some of these non-tariff barriers, and looking at the strategic positioning of Nigeria, now that we are even number one economy in Africa, I think we deserve an applause. Thank you. We felt that Nigeria should take that initial step to see how some of these barriers could be overcome. And that was the reason how we gave birth to Sealink. We are happy today that we have gotten to a level where we are asking our people to invest in this venture because it belongs to us. We conceived it, it is our own. It will bring benefits to us, it will create jobs for us, it will reduce social problems that we're having. And that is why we're here today. In Africa, especially in West Africa, those of you that have been following some of the regional economic blocks that we have in Africa, West Africa has been having the highest GDP. But has this translated to the lives of our people? It has not. If you look at the rate of return on investment within West Africa, I think we have the highest. Maybe West and Central Africa, we have the highest. Like in Nigeria, the return on investment is between 30 to 35%. Where else can you find that? The financial crisis that engulfed the world between 2008 and 2009, it was only Africa and some part of Asia that stimulated the demand for the world economy to recover. Nothing in Europe, debt ridden everywhere. No demand in America because the crisis even emanated from America. So we can say that it was only Africa and some part of Asia that stimulated the demand for the world economy to recover. So any investment that we make in a venture of this nature, you know that the investment cycle is very short, because the returns are very attractive and they are realizable. So let me now send my goodwill message. I'm extremely delighted to be here today at the second Sealink Investors Forum. And why I feel very honored to participate in our quest, our joint quest to foster business partnership and promote regional integration and intra-regional trade. It is also important that we develop a key trade infrastructure that will be sustainable to our operations. Permit me to start by extending special thanks and deep appreciation to the board of directors of Nexim Bank, which is ably represented here today, and the team is being led by Chief Barrister Peter Waboshi, the President of ECOWAS Commission, who has been ably represented by the Vice President, His Excellency Mr. Babakandai, we are still expecting him, who is the former President of African Development Bank. We thank you people for your presence and continued support to the Sealink project. Let me also see this opportunity to appreciate the contribution of ECOWAS Commission, the technical assistance and financial support of African Development Bank, the Nigerian Directorate of Technical Cooperation for Africa, the Maritime Organization of West and Central Africa, the Nigerian Shippers Council, the MASA, to the Sealink Special Purpose Vehicle, that's the SPV. We hope that this assistance will no doubt strengthen the activities of the Sealink. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the ongoing capital raising exercise of $60 million through a private placement for us to acquire sea-sailing cargo vessels is a defining moment for West and Central Africa so that our trade can grow and develop. The West and Central Africa must strive to lead in the development of trade infrastructure in Africa and not just cooperate. Giving its animals natural and human endowments, especially from the standpoint of having Nigeria as the largest, as the #1 economy in Africa within its fold. We must today finance the building blocks of tomorrow's trade growth and development for our respective economies by fully subscribing to this offer. We should not be scared by the scale, the complexity, the social and economic losses that we're incurring today. But rather we should be encouraged to take very proactive steps to overcome these challenges. Today, we as a people are making a very clear case for bold thinking and big action. Distinguished Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, may I at this juncture once more reiterate Nexim Bank's interest and unwavering commitment in the promotion and support of this Sealink. Being Nigeria's export development and trade policy bank with strong bias towards intra-regional trade, the Sealink project has become a very key strategic initiative and is very imperative for Nexim Bank in line with the new trade policy in Nigeria. In closing my remarks, let me reassure this forum of the commitment of the Nigerian government towards ensuring the success of this collective regional enterprise. The forum may wish to note that the Sealink has been duly considered by the Federal Minister of Finance and endorsed by the Federal Executive Council of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. You may also wish to note that the Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment, as well as the Federal Minister of Transport, have been consistently supportive of the project with a view to according it all the necessary concessions that will be needed for sustainable operations of the Sealink as a private sector enterprise. Merci beaucoup.